Hello everyone, I am Sanjeev Kshirsagar, a software engineer by profession and retired from government service now. I am a full-time trader come investor and a technical analyst by you know profession now, but I am not a SEBI registered analyst. Apart from investing and trading, I also invest a lot on my health through various activities like cycling, jogging, and swimming, which is very important for us because without health, whatever wealth we earn is of no use, and only the next generations will make use of it. I started my journey in the 90s by the way of investment into the stock markets through the IPOs. I had a lot of interest in the stock markets even during the college days. I used to read Economic Times very regularly. These investments in the IPOs done in the 90s gave me very handsome returns, and a few of them I'm still holding. I started trading through some brokers in the initial stages because when in the 90s and after that, initially there were no online platforms, internet was not available then, and only the brokers who had contacts in Mumbai used to help us in trading. Initially, it was all paper trading. I don't know how many of you know about that. So we used to buy the stocks through the papers, and then the when we sell, the papers were sent to Mumbai for exchange with the buyers. So it used to take at least 1 month to get any transaction done initially. And then slowly, as time passed by, internet was available around 98, 99 time. So once the internet came, so trading slowly became easier. The first trading platform which was very helpful to the traders was India Bulls. So they made a revolution in the trading and brokerage industry, and they came out with their own trading platforms, which was available online on the internet. So I was just doing my trading, and sometimes I was making profit, sometimes I was making loss. Most of the times we used to hear from the brokers, get some tips from them, and then out of five, three used to be failures, and then one or two used to be successful. So trading was not a good thing then because most of the times we used to end up with losses. So around 2003, one of my friends introduced me to Kiran Jadhav sir, a noted and talented technical analyst from Pune. He also appears on many of the financial TV channels to give his view about markets even today. So I took training from him on doing technical analysis. So he taught me the basics of charts, reading the chart patterns, etc. So after I learned all the skills of reading the charts, then I was having the fantasy of starting my own technical analysis. So as internet became available, I searched for the software which was demo was given to us during the training. That was Metastock, one of the best you know uh, trading softwares for analysis during that time, though there were many other like AMI broker, etc., but Metastack was one of the best charting software which was available. So I searched the net, and then somehow found a dealer who could provide me the Metastock offline software. So that was the most important thing which I acquired during my trading, and which I have been using even today. The same offline software which I bought around 2002, 2003. Still today I'm using, though there are many higher versions which have come, online platforms have come, but definitely there is always a difference between online and offline, technical analysis software. So as I found the Metastock software, I also found a way of downloading NSE data from the internet. So there were some sites where the NSE data was available, but the only problem was that data quality was not that good. But somehow I continued because I could not find any source where the NSE data could be made available to us on a daily basis. Most of the times I do only technical analysis on the end of the day data. So there were few agencies which were providing the data even during then, but the price was very high. So I found it very costly for doing the technical analysis. So I was using the free data which was available through some websites. They used to download it from NSE and then give it in a metastruct format. So from there on, my journey into technical analysis started. I continued for a few years and used to share my technical analysis findings with other trading friends. So the journey continued. I was making some profits, and sometimes I made some loss also, because the most important thing I did not learn was the psychology of trading, how the trading happens. So that took some time for me, because more than what stock to buy and when to buy, the most important thing is the psychology of trading. Why a stock goes up, why a stock goes down, when a stock needs to be bought. So all these things you will gain only with experience. So as I started doing trading and then sharing my calls with other friends, so they were very helpful to them, so they really liked it. And then slowly I started sharing with in few other groups also. I mean, as WhatsApp came up around I think 2010, 11, then slowly many groups started coming up. So I joined few of the groups, and then I used to share my findings in those groups. So again, I had a brain surgery around 2016, which prevented me from doing more work in the stock market. I almost took a break of 3 to 4 years from the market, and I was just reading the newspaper, and then I just following what's happening in the stock market. So again, during COVID-19 time, as I had a lot of free time, again I started doing my technical analysis. By this time again, I found one more vendor who provided me a very clean data of NSE, BSE, uh, and currency markets, and almost all the financial market data was made available to me every day evening. So I started using that, and then again I started my technical analysis. And by that time I had joined many groups, because during COVID-19 times, lot many people started joining the trading groups, and they opened their own accounts in like Zerodha, etc., where which made opening the account very easy and smooth. So a lot many new guys started joining the stock markets, and then they started trading. So many groups came up. So I used to share all my calls in those groups, and then slowly they liked my calls, and then they just started following my calls. So in August 21, 2021, I came across the FrontPage app. So I joined the FrontPage app, and then I started sharing my calls on the FrontPage platform. So FrontPage gave me a real big break, because earlier I was only on WhatsApp and other groups where the number of members were limited to 100, 200, something like that. But But front page gave me a big exposure to, millions of members. So a big salute to front page creators and then their innovation, which they keep doing every day. So I really got a lot of exposure through them, and then I continued sharing my calls on front page and other groups. I also started trading in options, but I had bad luck in the options because options is a very different game. So I stopped trading in the options later. So I do only end of the day analysis on the markets, especially only I concentrate on NSE. So I have data from 1990 onwards, and then all the stocks listed on the NSE stock exchange, that is around 2600 plus stocks, including A group, B group, whatever stocks are traded on the NSE. All the stocks data is there from 1990 or from the day when they were listed. Unlike the online platforms like TradingView, etc., the data is available only from 2012, I think. So obviously, the analysis I make makes a lot of difference because I can go back and then correlate the data and then do the extrapolation comparing data up to 1990 depending on when the company is listed. So what I do is I use the charts. I run some explorers on the stocks. I meta stocks 7.2 version I use, and it gives a few built-in explorers through which you can do your own analysis. And I have also built my own explorers which help me in finding stocks which meet my requirement, which I have created my own formula which help me in finding out a few of my own stocks which may give a breakout or move up. So I just go based on the chart patterns. There are different patterns like head and shoulder, and then broken, trend reversal. So like this there are many patterns are there. So I go based on these chart patterns, and then I use few indicators which help me in knowing whether the stock is oversold, overbought, or whether I can take an entry or not. So it gives me a view about that, but which may not work perfectly, but to certain extent it helps me in identifying when to take an entry and then when to take an exit. So all my calls are only swing trades, that is usually from 1 day to 1 month. Usually something happens. So actually what happens is that when some stock is about to move for some reason, the reason may be that the company is coming out with a new product, or they are going to do some collaboration with some other company. So some positive news is there in the company which is known to few people related to the company who are called insiders. So they start buying, and then as they start buying, slowly few of their friends start buying, and then slowly what happens is that on some day they make a big purchase on the that particular stock, which gives a breakout, and then we cash that particular breakout stock on that day. So now we know that there is something happening in this stock, so we take entry in that stock, and then we know how much it can run within the given time. We don't know what's going to happen in the longer run. So we just concentrate on the shorter run, that is when the spike is going to come, we enter the we take entry at that spiking point. From there the spike comes, say from if we take entry at 200, so we expect it to move up to 230. So once it moves to 230, so it cools down again. So at that point we exit and then move on to some other stocks. So usually this happens in many stocks. One best example I can mention here is that remember Sondur Magnus. Recently, they came out with a bonus issue. So around 1850 levels, it gave a breakout on the charts. So on that next day, we just took the entry in that around 1875 levels, and then in 2 days it moved to 2400. So imagine getting 25% returns just because you are using charts, and then you are doing your own analysis, and then you are catching that particular stock. So the insiders, the operators were already there, so we also joined the party, and then we made our money, and then we exited. So that is how the technical analysis works, and then it helps you in making money in the stock markets. Of course, investing is the best way of making money in the markets. You invest once and then forget it. So you can make lots of money. The best example I can give is Maruti. Maruti, I had share at 125 rupees. I sold at 500 rupees. I was very happy because it multiplied by 4 times. But the same Maruti, see, in say around 20 years, from 125 it has moved to 10,000 levels. So imagine the power of investment. So you have to select the right stock for investment and then do the investment. That also helps a lot of times. Charts do help us in finding such stocks also. I also do analysis and then find stocks based on weekly breakouts and then monthly breakouts. So there you can easily find out stocks which can be you know in which you can make investments. So that is how I do my analysis. You can always follow me on front page. Daily I post my calls here. I'm very thankful to front page for helping me in that. I also have my own channel. You can just follow me on my front page. You will see the link to the WhatsApp channel. I also share a lot of interesting facts and then interesting happenings in the stock market which will help you in making money, and also and probably it will help you in making money. Please note that I am not a savvy registered technical analyst. I am just a mature technical analyst doing my own analysis and sharing my calls and other findings with others just to help them. So before investing on my calls, do your own analysis or consult your financial advisor before investing on my calls, because I do not take any responsibility on that, and I'm not qualified to give a call like that. So I'm very clearly stating that. So a very happy new year to all in advance. Have a great time. Have a great year 2024, and may you all be showered with great profits. Thank you.